I'm getting reminders that my anniversary is tomorrow.
Your phone is like, hey, stupid.
right. Hey, nigga, don't forget. Tomorrow.
Don't fuck this up.
Several alarms going off 2 days before, a day before, at midnight. Hey, I told you.
Why is it that you think dudes don't remember that kind of?
We probably out busy doing other shit, like paying for the house. You want flowers or you want the goddamn house? What is it?
I can't remember to pay the mortgage and your anniversary. Come on.
Right.
I get one or the other.
I gotta keep the lights on, keep the house in our name and all the other good shit. And if shit get tough, some gonna get missed.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy.
I told Kelly, I can only remember one anniversary. Pick it. I'll tell you.
That's hard. that's hard.
I'll tell you what. You ready?
Yeah, let's rock it.
All right. Coming down in 3, 2.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
Who gives a fuck? I don't care if you personally kick Candace Owens and her stinky
cray.
No good thing starts with, I was thinking about my ex.
He ain't learned his lesson. That's a brother ain't gonna learn shit.
I know this is gonna be unpopular, and I don't care.
Let's keep this shit funky.
Welcome, what's croculating, what's unpopping, good people? Welcome to Unpopin Show, home of unpopular opinions. I am T-Storm, as my shirt says. Joined by, as always, my brother in crime, the one and only DJ Mike Swift.
Thank you. I appreciate the applause. And as my shirt says, I'm not the person to put on speakerphone. And that is very true. If I ever call you, don't let me know that you have me on speakerphone. It's going to work against you and not for you.
Right, okay. No, I make it a habit to let everyone know, hey, what's happening? I'm in the car. I'm in the car. You in speaker? I got my wife in the car. What's up? And it feels like it's shady. Like, I'm trying to give everybody else the benefit of the doubt that they ain't going to say something crazy about themselves.
Well, see, I'll say something crazy if Kaylee in the car. The only thing that protects you is if Tahir is in the car. You say Tahir in the car, I'm like, all right.
Right. Speaking of kids,
when he turns 6, it's on and popping.
Oh, shit, that's in a week.
Wait, you better have a conversation with him or I will.
I got a week left. We've been having some combos. We've been having some deep combos. Okay, it's 4 boys. So does that make him the middle child now? No?
He's the lower middle is actually what he is.
Lower middle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm lower middle in my family.
The lower middle. Okay. So my lower middle child is 5. We call him Tahir the Prince. He is a performer. He raps. He actually is pretty gifted musician and enjoys music and all different types of stuff. And we've been having some deep conversations about race. And I taught him today the song Poison by Belle DeVoe, Never Trust a Big Butt and a Smile. His first day of school. Our neighbor, our thirsty neighbor's daughter. That sounds good.
See, here's what's funny. I know where he's going with this, and you have no idea how much funnier that makes this.
Yeah, that makes it even funnier. Damn.
It all started with a D'Angelo video.
If you wonder what we're talking about, there's a couple of episodes back. You'll see the clip of talking about thirsty neighbor. Just look for thirsty neighbor. You'll see what I'm talking about. But in any case, my neighbor, their daughter is in the same class as Tahir now. And their first day of school, they went to the school. She went to the school bus. We dropped Tahir off. We drive him in, right? But we wanted to get a picture of them together before, they went on to school. So we caught them at the bus stop. We was talking, I was okay. Let's get a quick picture of you guys. Mom said, let's get a picture. Kelly was like, get a picture of them. I was like, so I snapped the picture of them. And I noticed right off, the little girl is holding Tahir's hand. Now, for those who are listening, I have to describe it for you. It's not like hand over hand. It was fingers interlocked, hand holding. But she also had the presence of mind to stand behind him. Did you? Because you saw the picture.
I saw the picture, and I did want to talk about it, but I wasn't gonna say nothing because that's your son. Tahir is out here getting chose.
Listen.
Getting chose.
He's like, I mean, that's one of. That's one of a few. From what I understand it, I've heard that there's been some conversations amongst the little girls. Now, mind you, these are only like first graders. That are crushing on my son. It's cute. It's cute. But that was it. I look at it, it's innocent. It's just children. And then we'll leave it at that. Now, when they get to 5th grade, now that might have to that'll be a different conversation.
That's, you know what I mean? Look, you get to 5th grade, she go to trying to clutch his fingers. That's when he gonna be like,
no, by then they'll be beating him off with a stick.
He gonna have one in each hand.
Yeah, wait till hold on there now. Josie's Josie got me today. You have to wait till next week. All right. You got a problem with that? All right.
It's all good, girl. Just grab my pocket.
Right. I'll be back. But anyway, speak family life. We're recording this on September 1st, 2022. On the year September 2nd, 2012, my wife and I, Kelly, got married, which makes tomorrow, as our 10th year anniversary, and it's pretty cool. Is it petty? Is it petty? I was told it was petty, but it's still funny to me. I know of another couple. There was coworkers of mine back in 2011, 2012. They got married on the exact same day. In fact, we had some coworkers split their time between the weddings and the receptions. Like, some came to a wedding and left to go to their reception or whatever, because it was around the same time in New York. And unfortunately, that couple is no longer together. So 50,
you were 50%, right. That was petty.
I mean, the statistics are right. 50% of the people that I know that got married on September 2nd, 2012 are still together. Only 50%.
Whew. Ouch. I hope they don't watch the show.
I mean, it's a fact. What are you saying? That's true.
I'm so glad. That makes the perfect segue. Because I feel like, the topics that I brought to the table to discuss today are facts, and they're true, and they're like an internet version of verses.
Ooh.
Let's start with Mr. Aries Spears.
Oh, my man.
My man. And this is what's funny. Like, I know Aries from back in the day. I don't know him personally. I'm familiar with him is probably a better way to say it. I'm familiar with Aries from back in the day. From comedy, he was killing it. And
he's still funny as hell now.
He's still funny as hell, and he's still killing it. Mm-hmm. But he never broke through, right? Like the Kevin Harts, the Dave Chappelles, the Chris Rocks, just as funny or funnier, but he never broke through.
Okay,
right?
In his defense, he was on TV. He was on
he was on Mad TV.
Show on Mad TV, which was rivaling SNL at the time.
Yep.
In fact, I believe, didn't Mad TV kind of replace In Living Color?
Kinda, yeah. You could say that.
Okay. In Living Color, opened the pathway. It was the first on the network. And then when whatever happened, years later, Mad TV came along, and Aries was one of the stars on that show. There are comics that, to use the term you use, don't break through, but that's not their path. there's cats that's on the road. There are road comics. There's some that choose not to do movies. They may do some television appearances here and there or whatever. The way I understand it, that Hollywood thing is hard. It's even when you're in it. So I won't say, I don't think not broke through is a accurate depiction or description for Aries Spears' career.
I didn't mean it negatively. I didn't mean it to say he wasn't good enough to break through. I'm just saying in terms of black comedians who had become household names for whatever reason, right? That never popped for him. And it wasn't because of a lack of talent, right? It could have been a choice. Who knows? Right. But what I find interesting and where I was going with it is he broke through now.
Yeah,
everybody in the world know his name now.
He gets shouted out on award shows and shit. Yeah, that's never good. Now, not like that.
If you've been living under a rock and you don't know what we're talking about, Aries Spears went on The Art of Dialogue, which I had never heard of before. I checked out the channel. It's definitely worth checking out the channel. But he went on The Art of Dialogue, and they have kind of a format like Vlad TV where the interviewer is off camera, they ask questions and the guest answers. And the interviewer asked him about Lizzo's music. Said, you know who makes great music? Lizzo.
Yeah.
And that was when Aries replied. And we have clips. And
okay, so this is, okay. Oh boy.
It's the first original interview clip one.
Man, Lizzo.
Lizzo?
Yeah, bro. Have you heard her shit, yo? Like as a songwriter, yo.
I can't get past the fact that she looks like the shit emoji.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Very beautiful girl. She's got a very pretty face, but she keeps showing her body off, nigga. Like, come on, man. Come on, yo. I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't the most in shape nigga in the world, but I still, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you decent looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get pussy. But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble.
You know some.
Okay. Oh boy.
He got me with the built like a plate of mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes?
That's got to be one of the funniest things I've heard in weeks, man. That was funny. But it was those comments that lit the internet on fire. And it's so funny. And I didn't clip this part, but it's in there. After he says that, he goes on to say a couple of other things, and then he goes, oh, can you hear it? It's like a wall of internet women coming over the hill like Braveheart, So he knew that after that left his mouth, that it was going to be on and popping, that they were coming for him.
Maybe he anticipated and, okay, I don't know.
Well, I mean, he look, here's the thing, like,
was it calculated? Was it actually calculated?
I don't think so. I don't think so because I don't think he knew that guy was going to ask him about Lizzo.
Right.
And I think that's just the quickness of a comedic mind. He found the joke and he went all in, and he knows what day and age he lives in, that if you say anything negative about a woman's appearance, they are coming for you. He knows that. But I mean, if you're familiar with Aries Spears, he ain't got no fucks to give.
Facts. Ari, what's my other brother that does the 50/50 podcast? Oh, you know who I'm talking about.
Can't think of the name. Perhaps I shall check Google. Does everybody want to see me check Google? Sure.
Right. Is it 5150? Corey Holcomb.
Oh, yes.
Corey Holcomb is another one.
Oh, yes. Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb is so volatile that whole thing, when DL was getting grief from Monique, Corey Holcomb went in on Monique And Monique's response was, "Oh, that's just Corey." She wasn't no smoke at all. No, none of it. She wasn't no problems with him. But okay, getting back to Ari. All right, this second clip. Ready?
Yeah. Yep.
There it goes.
You know what kills me?
Issue,
Hold on. You know what kills me about women is the hypocrisy and the contradiction. Yes, queen, slay queen. Yes, queen, slay. Yeah, girl, your confidence. Fuck diabetes. Fuck heart problems. Fuck heart disease, cholesterol. Y'all all claim womanhood and about sisterhood and support for your sister, you know, when it come to that ridiculous shit. But if you really gave a fuck, why wouldn't you go, black girl, we love you. We love your confidence, boo-boo. But this ain't it. This ain't it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Because I'm laughing at what he said, but I'm also laughing at how heavy he's breathing in between. I saw that in a comment somewhere, and I didn't pay it any attention. I didn't think about it, but listening back to it, I can hear him in between every joke. So as the irony is hilarious. Okay, sorry.
Well, no, it's fine. The irony is not lost on him, though.
Right.
Because we're only running clips of the interview, interview is about 6-7 minutes, I think, or this portion of the interview is about 6-7 minutes. But he talks about that. He's like, look, I'm not no skinny dude. You know, I'm big myself.
Right.
And it's some other stuff. But anyway, was that the end of that clip?
That's the real love. Y'all will jump on me for making jokes, but y'all won't fucking be real and go, sister, put the eclair down. This ain't it. It's treadmill time.
Speaking of that, right, because she does have issues with her weight, right? And it's actually a video online of her crying about being fat shamed. Did you see that video of her crying?
We all do. I do.
But yeah, man, she says she be having an issue, man, with people fat shaming her about her weight and cracking jokes about how big she is.
Well, how you gonna have issues, but at the same time show your whole ass at an NBA game?
Stop him when he's wrong. As
comedians, we take what the defense gives us.
Right.
You don't want to be put out there? Then don't put it out there. And again, I know. Listen, I ain't never met a plate of pasta I didn't like. I'm a pasta hooer, nigga. I'm trying. It's an everyday struggle for me. You know, I come from a family where, we drank fried milkshakes.
He is a funny dude.
Yo, fried milkshakes.
Do you know? Listen, I am not a stand-up comedian.
That's excellent.
I play at telling jokes on a podcast with an actual stand-up comedian, right?
Right.
But do you know how quick your mind has to be to come up with fried milkshakes, right? Like those two things together would never happen. And that's what makes it so funny.
That's hilarious. We ate fried milkshakes. Oh, damn. Yeah, he's hilarious. So he gets it. I mean, how could he not? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to play the clip. So you did hear. So Lizzo won, what was it?
Something in the, what is it, the VMAs?
And VMAs, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which award she won. Look, I haven't watched an award show in 15, 20 years, dude. I stopped caring a long time ago.
I'm going to attempt to play this clip here from E.T. Listen. Okay, no, I'll wait after the roll.
Pre-roll video.
Pre-roll. Meanwhile, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
They be like, Lizzo, why don't you clap back? Why don't you clap back? Because, bitch, I'm winning, ho.
Lizzo
back
in the best way possible by not clapping back.
This bitch is winning, ho! That's revenge show paper, bitch!
Yep, the Truth Hurts singer's name trended all weekend long after comedian Aries Spears made comments about her body to the Art of Dialogue.
Okay.
Look, I think if you've watched this show at least twice, I think you know what I'm about to say. She makes me sad. That makes me sad because that wasn't I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm above your silly jokes. That was let me reassure myself, let me scream for validation from the delusional masses who are going to keep telling me that everything is fine. That's what that was, and it makes me sad for her. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of fat.
Well, from a tall fat guy, I think I'm.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the sound of T self-editing.
Yeah,
right? Like he goes to say it, and then he's like, he hears his wife's voice in his head that says, "Don't fuck up this money."
That's right.
And then he goes,
let me redirect these words somehow. No, I think
see,
she cries about herself often on the internet. It's back and forth. It's I'm powerful on this and that, and then she's, I don't want to say self-loathing, but crying about her struggles with fame and this and that, and I think it's a bit of putting on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, let me put this cape on and walk out here anyway. You know what I mean? That's that sort of thing, which I mean, most of us have to do anyway, right? Do the thing that's you're most uncomfortable with, you have to overcome it and do it anyway in most cases. But I really have nothing, because I think no matter what I say, it'll be twisted. It'll be twisted in a way that's not my intent. So,
dude, the fact that we're even talking about it will be twisted out of the way that it's not your intent.
I enjoy her music. I enjoy her. I enjoy her how she performs. The fact that she plays a damn a violin is dope. I scratch my head at the outfits personally. They're kind of like, but to be fair, I kind of scratch my head at the outfits of most female performers these days, because
Lady Gaga had me confused for about 5 years.
Yeah.
I was like, is that an entree or an outfit? Like, what is she doing?
I mean, Gaga, she took the cake when she wore the meat.
And that's exactly what I'm referring to, that meat suit.
Madonna had the cone breast, right? And Lil' Kim just had it out. So, and it's progressively gotten worse from there. Like, so now when you see women perform, they're not really not clothed at all. I wonder, perhaps it's me being, old man. Put some clothes on, you whippersnappers. Like, what does that have to do with performing? I don't know. Is athletic wear, is that is it to show as much skin as possible? I don't know. In any case, but Lizzo jumps right into that as well, and I don't get it. I scratch my. She's very talented. I enjoy her music. I'll tell you this much though: when she performed on SNL, she had clothes on.
Oh, they probably wasn't doing that like on broadcast television. No, you can't do that. You can't rock like that.
She appeared on SNL. She was fully covered appropriately.
NBC said, we don't care how popular you are.
Yeah, that's ain't
you putting on some pants when you come on here.
And that's a late night show, by the way. It's not like it's prime time 8 o'clock in the morning on a Today Show type of thing. This was SNL, late night. Yeah. Kids should be in bed, and she still wore clothes. In any case, what's the Vlad thing? What was it that he said on Vlad?
So he went on Vlad and he doubled down. But real quick before we get into that, because I have a thought about Lizzo, and I will preface this by saying I am not a psychologist or psychiatrist. I'm observant. When you see a man get in his 40s or whatever, get a sports car, or at any age, you get a sports car, the first thing people say is he's compensating. He's compensating for something. They could be talking about the size of his member or his insecurities about the size of his member.
Right.
What I have observed is that the less clothes that some women wear, the more insecurities they have.
Really?
Yes. I feel like they are compensating for some deficiency or something insecure or whatever that's going on the same way a guy would with an expensive sports car or jewelry or an expensive watch or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And in her case, you said you see her online, she's up and down. 1 minute it's powerful, and the next minute, she's boohoo crying. I think she knows what the world thinks about her, and it genuinely hurts her feelings, like it would anybody.
Right.
But she would rather go through the pain of people not accepting her for where she is than changing where she is in order to gain the acceptance that she wants. She could go on a weight loss journey and lose weight.
Listen, who's to say that she hasn't? Who's to say that she hasn't?
Look,
I'm on one now. That shit is hard, B.
Okay, you are right. However, that should be the T-shirt.
However,
she has access to time and resources that you do not.
This is true.
So with a little bit of dedication, she might not go from where she is to 105 or 95, but she would see progress. She would see progress if that's what she wanted to do. I don't think that's what she wants to do.
Right.
I think she wants to be loved for who she is, how she is, with no reservation, by everybody. And look, it's something in artists just in general. They want to be liked by everybody. You have to have that kind of need and hunger a little bit to get up and do what they do.
You know what's funny? We're talking about this and people watching and listening to me, please don't think that we're, what the phrase is, punching down on
I
Lizzo
think that's just ridiculous. A ridiculous
or women
phrase
in general. But Rick Ross was another one that was out here performing shirt off, tattooed and everything, and he didn't change until he had a health scare.
Adele.
Yeah.
Same thing with Adele. Adele was out there loving herself, and then she was like, look, I got to do something about this.
Yeah.
And what was ironic about Adele is when Adele lost the weight, they came for her negatively.
Really?
Yes. Yes, large women were angry. They were angry at her.
How dare you leave us?
I think large women got angry at Monique when Monique lost weight.
Well, Monique was all that, F skinny is and all that stuff. That was part of her routine for a long time. And then, she became one, kind of, sort of.
How you go F skinny bitches and now you one of them.
Mm-hmm. Or skinny or Jace. Okay, let's see what this last clip here is.
Yeah, Ari Spears went on Vlad and he essentially doubled down on it.
All right, here we go. Ari Spears. Welcome back. Welcome back. You're kind of hot right now.
This is special, baby.
This is special.
Yeah.
You're trending. Still are.
Number one.
All right. Okay.
I know you're loving it.
Vlad, get to it already.
I know you're loving it.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Vlad
so let's just talk
I'm
about
not bothered by it.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
I know you. You're not bothered by it.
Okay. I'm already annoyed.
I queued it up past that in the clip that I sent. I don't know why it's starting at the beginning of the video.
Started right there. Let's try it one more time. I'm just going to just pick a spot.
This oath that I've taken called humor. I don't betray that. And this is how this works. When you're a public figure in the public eye, and you do the things like that Lizzo does, where you come to a Laker game and you show your whole ass in front of children and families, you are fodder for jokes. And for me, I'm always thinking joke first. I'm a comic purist, and there's no way that you can have it both ways. There's no way that you could be in the public eye, be a public figure, do the things you do, and not expect a comic to respond.
All right.
He makes a point.
He does. I'm kind of over this now. I'm going to stop talking about Lizzo. It's been much.
He look, he showed no remorse. He is who he is. He said what he said. He actually made the point that you made that, you know, Rick Ross and DJ Khaled took heat forever. It was okay for women to shame them when they took their shirts off. But as soon as you say something about a woman, the world is trying to stand on your neck.
Yeah.
So I thought it was interesting.
Here's something, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on this at all either. But it's a beautiful sister that we have traded for anybody. At this point, we traded Stacey Dash for Madonna. I mean, I'll take Madonna over Stacey Dash at this point. We're talking about race trading. You know, the trades that happen every year. You know those, right?
The Dave Chappelle skit.
Yeah. Stacey Dash went on her Instagram, TikTok, and then reposted it on Instagram about that she was unaware that DMX had passed away.
Okay, y'all. I'm ashamed. I didn't know. I didn't know DMX died. I didn't know. From a cocaine overdose.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I can't. Because why does she add the damn music?
Because everybody is so dramatic these days.
Okay. Aside from the point that she's clueless for real in real life, do you see her complexion on this damn video though?
Yeah, I saw it.
It looked like she. I don't know if that's a filter, but she looks like from out the corner of my eye, she looks like a white woman just on here, and I think that's what she's going for.
I don't know if it's a filter. It's definitely bad lighting. And
that's not just lighting, because her hair don't look okay.
Well, I mean, her hair ain't never like. She's not the darkest complected amongst us. She's never been.
No, but she looks like a ghost. She looks faded away in this video.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like, you know, it almost Michael Jackson losing pigmentation light.
When I saw it, it looked like bad lighting to me, and bad lighting affects different complexions differently, right? Like if I'm overly backlit, I look like Wesley Snipes, right? The only thing you can see is my smile and the gray of my beard, right? So different things work differently.
She looked like Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa. Yeah, Sosa. He's Dominican. He was dark, and then we saw pictures of him, and all of a sudden he's not dark anymore. like Casper the Friendly Ghost. She's she's got that. She has that going on.
Hold on, I found a picture. Let me see if I can get this up. I don't think it's this drastic. I did not know this Sammy Sosa thing was a thing.
Yeah.
But it's taking a second for it to download. But you said it, so I had to go and find it.
Sorry. But
Thank you, Terrence. Thank you.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. My mind roams and I just kind of go with it. But yeah, her and Sammy Sosa must be using the same products.
Dude, that is crazy.
Had you not seen this before?
No, that is crazy. I'm staring at this right now. I can't believe this, yo. Mm-hmm. That is bizarre.
Yeah.
That don't even look like the same person.
As Stacey Dash, it does not look like the same person.
Yeah, I don't think the Stacey one looked that bad, but
it does. No, it does. Because she was light, but still brown. She had a nice, she was a cutie.
Okay, she still is a cutie. Good Lord.
She's still an attractive woman, but the things that come out of her mouth and the things that she does makes me go.
She is indeed. I think that's lighting, dude. I'm gonna put it up. She is indeed a bit. How do you say? Puppet-y.
Yeah.
Right. Because look, I don't have a problem with a person who has differing political beliefs and stand behind their political party, whatever that may be. But when there's no thought behind it and you're just parroting and puppeting what other people say, then that's something altogether different. So I have a picture of her up now. It's a still taken from the TikTok. Yeah, dude, that feels like lighting to me, dude.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Look, it feels like lighting, and it feels like that might be more of her true complexion than what we've seen of her in the past. When you put it on a tan and makeup,
her and Dame Dash about the same complexion.
You've never seen Dame Dash in makeup, though. Right?
I've seen him in videos where he had to have gotten makeup. He's been in movies where he had to have gotten makeup, and he's never looked like a ghost. You could still tell he was, there's pigment in his, pigmentation in his skin. He has African features, even down to the color of his skin. Like he was just a lighter version, right?
Her features have never been overly African American, right? Like she is.
Stop it.
She hasn't. Her features haven't changed. Her complexion, maybe.
Her no. Look at if you look at her Instagram. Look at her nose. Look at her lips. There's something going on there. She's doing something.
Let's go to her Instagram.
Yeah, she still looks good, but it looks like she got some work done.
I enjoy looking at Stacey Dash, so I have no problem with going to her Instagram. I'm almost afraid to just go live on it right here because,
Nah, you never know what you're going to find.
On Instagram, just period, you never know what you're going to find, for sure. All right.
Yeah, I think she wanted us to see that. I mean, DMX has been going for over a year now.
All right, so I'm looking at a post she put up 2 weeks ago. Let's see. All right, there's that, and then there's that. So that looks like that might be a relatively newer picture. So she's got kind of the same nose. Let's do Stacey Dash 90s.
Her lips look crazy.
No, it's the same nose, dude.
Her lips look crazy. And okay, I'm just kind of scrolling down through her Instagram. She's brighter than most of these. Okay, and maybe it is the lighting. Here's one that she kind of looks brown. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the one from 2 weeks ago. She's got on his Glory Warrior and the camo hat, And for the record, we are so going to get hammered for colorism for this, but.
Oh yeah. My thing is, I'm just saying that the video of her crying over DMX, she just looks lighter than I've ever noticed before. And it looks like it almost feels like it was intentional.
I'm looking and I'm comparing and I'm doing it in real time on the screen here. I don't think she's had work done. But to be fair, I'm not a plastic surgeon, so I honestly don't know what to look for. I was just kind of looking at her nose and her eyes and everything. And
well, as long as she ain't get her ass done.
She's gotten her ass done.
It was nicely done there. Nicely done. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Smith.
That's the one good joke I got all year. Yeah. Don't expect anything else out of me.
All right, moving on.
Do we have to? Jesus, she's beautiful.
See, look, perv.
Oh my. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't put that one up full screen. All right, let me get off of this page.
Well, there's another brown sister, kind of light skin, Selena Johnson and her Queens. Cocktails with Queens. Is that what the name of their show?
Yep, that's the crew.
Okay, what they do now?
Well, your boy, and I know you walk a fine line with this because he's your boy. T will probably drink mostly through this part of the show.
I have one. I have one joke that I can get away with, but continue.
Well, he came out and said he's having another child. It is not a different baby mama. It's I can't remember which one it is, but it's one of his current mothers of his children. So this will make him a father of 10.
Okay. How many children does Eddie Murphy have? By the way, just out of curiosity, I have to fact check this. I have to fact check this.
I have no idea. Nick and Future competing.
Maybe 10.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
But, I don't think the world was super shocked and surprised by that, right? Like, at this point, we've accepted that Nick gonna do what he do. He gonna make babies. And look, I have feelings and thoughts about it. I will say this. I wouldn't do it. And that's not from I think it's terrible or it's awful or it's wrong. It's I am living the life of a displaced father, and I know how very, very difficult it is to be an active presence in your child's life when you are not looking them in the face every day. So I personally could not voluntarily sign up to be in a situation where I have multiple children in multiple households and I can't be with them every day. It's a very difficult thing to do. When you got one or you have two, when you're like 10 across 5 households, 6 households, that's hard, man. That's hard.
I can only imagine. You know what? The one thing I can say is, I don't think, unless he's done at 10, and I don't think he's done at 10. I think he's going to continue, I offered to set up a quarterly baby shower for the Cannon babies. So we just kind of get ahead of it. Just a quarterly baby shower here in New York City at Prospect Park. So we could do that. Let's kind of get ahead of it. So it would just be, so we make the announcement, we're already done. We already got it.
Well, when the news came out, the lovely ladies of Cocktails with Queens decided to take it to the couch and have a discussion about Mr. Cannon's virility and his growing tribe of cannonballs, Cannonites, or I was trying to find the joke. It wasn't there fast enough. What else would you put in cannons? Or that's what you use with cannons?
That's a whole different show. I'm not here to talk about cannonballs.
Well, the ladies had no problem talking about it. Talking about cannonballs.
Man, that's hilarious. Cannonballs. That's okay. No. We're not talking about cannonballs. No, sir. No, sir.
I think we already have.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the record show. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let the record show that T Storm did not crack a joke about Cannon's balls. That was not me.
Hey, neither did I. The S changes everything. You put the S on Cannon, that changes everything. This becomes a different
Cannonballs and
conversation.
cannons. Okay, yeah. Well, either way, Cannonball. Okay, moving on. Selena Johnson here.
Well, they all went on and they talked about it. Selena was kind of like, hey, let that man live, as long as he loves him and takes care of him. Diamond. I always forget her real name. Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray.
Oh boy. Let me tell you, I've had a couple of interactions with that sister. Hello, Lisa Ray. You make sure you get that sister name right. It's not Diamond. It's not Lisa. It's not Ray. Damn it, it's Lisa Ray. Okay.
I always forget the name, and it's nothing personal. I forget. I'm old. But she was kind of along with Selena Johnson. Was like, look, he's a good dude. He's got the money. He takes care of his kids. It seems he loves his kids. And then we get to Vivica.
Well, what's the first clip? What's this first clip?
First clip of Lisa Ray. Just her saying essentially what I said. You can roll it.
Okay, Lisa Ray. I concur with Selena. He is no fool. He's very smart. He's been making money for a very long time. And if this is his choice of how he wants to rear his kids and how many different baby mamas that he wants to have, we don't know why he chose it to be this way, but he has, you know what I mean? And we're watching from afar. And right now he's saying that I have healthy relationship with all of my kids and I make time for them. And this was in my intent. Then it's like, okay, well, we can't say too much or nothing because it's like he's handling his business.
Okay.
Can't be mad at that, right?
Right.
That seems like a fairly reasonable response.
Agreed.
Well thought out, well spoken. Okay. Well, then there's Vivica.
Last but not least, Vivica, what do you think?
The look on her face, boy.
I don't like it.
She sounded like Tahir.
I don't know. When I saw this come up with him and announcing yet another pregnancy, I don't like it. I mean, y'all can be like, well, he got money, this, that, and the third, but the foundation of Black families, especially a strong father figure, is needed. Mm-hmm. This isn't a good representation of it, in my opinion.
Last but not least.
Okay.
So,
I mean, okay, you can't be mad at that, though.
Can't you, though?
No, I mean, because I understand what she's saying. I get what she means. It's not just about the money.
Yes.
It's about being, as you said, it's about being present. It's about having access. It's about spending, quality time and experiences and it's more than just about the money. While everybody's like, he got money, he can do it. And so Vivica, she just said that. What you said.
That's not what
you
she
actually
said.
agree.
That's not what she said. She didn't say presence. She said a strong father figure.
Okay, that implies presence. Because how do you have a strong figure in your life without being present?
You can be, you can be a strong father figure and not be present. You can be a strong father figure and be present. And you can be more effective as a strong father figure with presence. So the ideal situation is presence. Mm-hmm. But that ain't what she said.
I'm sure, I kind of feel like that's where she was going with that.
Well, she went further. She continued.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just roll it.
Clip 3.
He has an empire. So do you have time for all these kids? I barely today.
And not just to be there to take pictures and it's cute. And oh my God, I'm at the birthday party. Children deserve a father figure, especially young boys. They need positive father figures, especially African-American, because they Black. and just providing a check. I've seen so many people that in the past have dated like athletes and gotten child support. What if he gets hurt? Things happen.
Yeah, I wish we get out of the, well, he has the money, because it's way more than money.
Exactly.
Though he has,
well, we didn't say it was just the money. We totally said that he should have a relationship. Well, we said he should the relationship with his kids is most important. And let's be clear, if he was a man in the house with 10 kids with the same woman, it would still be the same thing. He would have to still give the same amount of attention.
No one said that they were the.
He hasn't.
Okay.
She was objecting because she misunderstood what Selena was saying, and yeah, she was saying no, they don't live in the same house, and yeah, they obviously they don't. But
right. I think you and Vivica Fox actually agree.
I don't think we agree. I don't. I mean, for her to even come back and say, and not just to take pictures at the birthday party. Look, I don't agree with that many children. Really? Whether you're in the house with them or not, you never let them outnumber you.
First of all, well, shoot, we have both lost.
Then you're negotiating with terrorists.
Right.
But look, it's one thing that I will say about what I have observed about Nick Cannon. That man loves his babies. And in spite of them being spread out and him working the way he works, that man busts his ass to spend time with his babies. So for her to insinuate, oh, he's just showing up to take pictures for the gram at the birthday party so it looks cute, it's fucking insulting.
Yeah.
It's fucking insulting. I don't like it. How did she do it? Did the pickle face?
Yeah, it was.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like this. I didn't. I was just like, ugh. Then I watched a video of over at Comedy Hype with Symphony, and Symphony was hosting his Pierre, stand-up comedian Pierre, and Yamanika Saunders, who I think is hilarious. We're talking about it, and she had a very interesting take on it. She was just saying black women sit down and be quiet. Don't even talk about it because he don't care about you and dark complected women, because he's picking these women in her phrasing who aren't 100% black.
Wow.
So 100% black women shouldn't care and shouldn't even care what he do because he ain't picking you.
Wow.
I love Yamanika, but I thought she was so far off on that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not a race thing, sweetheart. You just made that a race thing.
Yeah. I don't have I really don't have an opinion on this. Only, because what suits me and you, it's clearly he's at a different level, and can afford to spend the time he wants to spend with his children when he wants to spend the time with his children and still do what he does. And while, no, it's not just about the money. Money does make it easier to be able to do a lot of things.
100,000%.
So,
But can I say this about this too?
Joe Jackson, how many kids did Joe Jackson have? And he was poor.
Listen, I don't think Joe Jackson needs to be brought into the fatherhood conversation ever.
Yeah, but I mean,
he made some superstars, but he did a lot of things wrong.
Okay, yes, and let he who is without sin cast the first stone. We have
casting stones was his problem. He was casting them at his children.
Joe Jackson, and I'm borrowing this from D.L. Hughley. A lot can be said about Joe Jackson, but none of his kids go to jail.
One of them almost did.
Almost. That's not the same. Like as teenagers coming up, they weren't in legal trouble. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's because they were doing forced child labor. He is not an example of a good dad. I'm sorry.
I didn't say he was exemplary, but you know, I don't know.
Joe has smoke for his kids.
I mean, they didn't even call him dad. They called him Joe.
Which just sounds like a boxer.
Joe. Don't call him dad, call him Joe. And then let's not forget the side babies. There's some kids outside the house too. That's okay. We'll leave Joe Jackson on. Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. Joe. But
I just my point to that is that Joe was in the house and he took it. You know, he saw something in his children, and was there to cultivate that, child labor or not. You cannot think about music or performance without thinking Jackson's. And he was a direct, you know, he was directly responsible for that.
Fair.
And I'm not sure. I think it was somewhere. It might have been somewhere close to 10 children in the house with him.
That's a lot of babies.
Again, and not talking about the side babies. I think there was at least one off the block. We'll talk about it.
One more thing about one Mr. Nick Cannon before we get off of this topic. When he made the announcement, the internet, of course, lit up. It said, how many children is Nick Cannon going to have? How can he be present? What man will do that? When I look at that situation, I see one guy who made choices, right? He made the choice to have a bunch of kids, and everybody piles up on him. But when I look at that situation, I see 6 to 8 women, because I don't know the exact number, who all knew he wasn't going to be a present father, but made babies with him anyway. Who made the worst decision? Him or them?
Sidebar. Joe had 11 children.
Joe was getting it.
Joe Jackson.
He wanted a headline group and an opening act.
Somebody said he was making kids buy the what they needed for the band. We need a drummer. Okay, we're going to work. Yeah. Again.
I ain't mad at Nick. I want to be mad at him, but I'm not. It's a lifestyle I could not voluntarily choose, but I'm not mad at him. I just don't feel like he's that dude that's running around just spraying and praying. I think he is intentionally making children, that he wants to love and care for. He's
sure
not abandoning these, children to be with their, leaving them with their mother and going on and just wilding. That's not what's happening.
It seems like there is relationship with the mothers as well. There's not just a bang and go. There is an ongoing relationship. I saw something where it was like, well, what if when she gets with somebody, and I was okay, well then she's, what I was providing, now he should provide most of that. You know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. If that's what you want to do, okay.
Which so loosely translates to them your problems now, bruh.
I mean, not the kid, but in terms of, because I think they have, he takes care of their housing and the different things, and it's kind of a harem, if you will. He's got he's in a bunch of different relationships, multiple wives, if you will.
That's not the life for me, but
I have enough trouble with one wife. I could not. Can you imagine 2 Kayleys? Oh my Lord.
I have a feeling you're gonna regret that.
I like myself too much. No, I know we've had this convo before. Nope.
Just nope.
Nope. Or dealing with one attitude at a time is enough. Can you imagine?
I can imagine, and it's not something.
Juggling and walking on eggshells with multiple women that you're in relationship. This is not just a physical that you're in a relationship with. Oh, hell no, that ain't for me.
I ain't about that life.
No, not at all. I like myself.
All right, man. You got anything else you want to talk about, or you want to?
There was one clip that I saw. Shout out to DJ Drama. He's been making the rounds on several different podcasts, and he challenged DJ Khaled to like a versus, on one clip that I saw. I guess he has a project coming out, a new project coming out with Jeezy. So him and Jeezy got a record come out. And it's dope. Because you famously remember Gangsta Grill's mixtape basically set off Jeezy's career.
Yep.
And he's been running ever since. He was here in New York on the My Expert Opinion podcast. Shout out to Mav Hoffa. And he said this.
The type of person I am and how I am with my career, and because I've been DJing, I had already DJed, I started in 92. Juice is what inspired me to become a DJ. I always felt like, okay, just like a nigga going to college and then getting drafted and going to the league. Okay, I got here. How do you stay here? Because a lot of people get here, and I saw a lot of people, I watched, with all respect due, I watched DJ Nabs be the biggest thing out of Atlanta, like albums, television, radio, and then the next thing you know, he was nowhere to be seen. You know what I'm saying? How I am with my career, and because.
Okay. So he said that, and that's backhanded at best, misspoke. Nabs actually put that clip up. He saw it. Shout out to DJ Nabs. What up, Nabs? What up, Nabisco?
We still got to get Nabs on the show. Nabs, you still got to come on, bro. We've been waiting for 2 years for you, bro.
Nabs, what's up, bro? What's happening, fam? Nabs actually responded to that clip, and I'll just quote. I'm gonna read off what he said. Shout out. Thanks for the shout, DJ Drama. Didn't realize I was, quote, nowhere to be seen, unquote. But you may be changing that. For the record, and those that I know, I started in 84 in Durham, North Carolina, moved to Atlanta in 88, radio by 89, clubs, etc. by 92, Michael Jackson tour, etc. I worked in Atlanta radio till the end of 2018, received a proclamation for the city of Atlanta, and left. Then pandemic happened. Go figure. Point is, after 30 years of Atlanta radio and 25 years with So Def, I don't need to be seen until I want to be seen. Nothing to prove, and I've documented it all to share very soon. My very life. Many thanks to DJ Drama for his interview from my life story, by the way. Unquote. And there's more. He said a mouthful in that. Drama did go on to apologize and said that he misspoke. He chose, there was, wrong choice of words. And didn't mean any disrespect by it. But what's your take?
I think Lizzo needs to call Nabs and get a class on how to clap back.
Right.
Because that was a master class on clapping back.
Yeah.
He punched neither up nor down.
Right.
He didn't lose his cool. He just showed receipts.
Yeah.
Here these receipts.
Yeah.
Just because you don't see it don't mean it ain't happening.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's my thought on it. And look, and this is my other thought on it. I feel some kind of way about him saying
Drama? Okay, explain.
He about as bright as Stacey Dash.
Oh, stop. Here I am. You had me for a second. So I'm like, what? Really? Where we going with this? That's about as silly as the conversation about Puerto Ricans not contributing to hip hop.
I know. I was with you, and I got you good.
You did, you son of a bitch, you. Good people. I'll take this time. I'll take this opportunity to shut this down now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you haven't already, subscribe, share, comment, and we'll see you on the other side. Also, shout out to everybody that I saw my swag on Instagram. It's like, yo, I want the sweatshirt. I'm like, okay, sure. So,
oh wow,
at the Real Tea Store, if you want it, you'll see it. Peace, y'all.
Peace.